I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. But I don't need to hang my stocking way above the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day.
My name's Mary Stewart, and this is my cooking show. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make pecan pie. It's a really simple recipe, and it's not my personal recipe. It's actually the recipe off of this bottle. But some people can't just go by directions. They need someone to show them, so that's what I'm here for. So first what you're going to do is get a big empty mixing bowl and take a cup of this and go ahead and pour that in there. This stuff is really thick. It's a lot like molasses. And I'm using half cup, so you'll see me put in 2, but if you have just a normal cup, then just do that. Also, I have my oven preheated to 325 degrees. Go ahead and you'll need 2 tablespoons of butter. Go ahead and put that in the microwave and let it melt. Mine's already in there. Go ahead and get your mixing spoon out. Almost. So we're gonna use I'm gonna use this, and it's just Pillsbury pie crusts, and it comes with 2 of them, and they're just like little sheets of crust. And all you do is you just lay it inside your pie tin, and it comes with 2. But I get freaked out when people have a crust on top of their pies, because it's like, what's in that pie? It's like mystery pie. Alright, so go ahead and add your melted butter in there. Okay. And then you're going to add a cup of sugar, and 3 eggs. Alright, and always remember, wash your hands after you use eggs. Okay, you can turn it off. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and stir this up until we've got a nice creamy, well, it's going to be more gooey than creamy mixture. Just make sure all the sugar is dissolved and all that yolk is being tough. It doesn't want to break. I think I got it. We got this all stirred up. It's getting there. Sometimes the yolks don't want to go right in there, so we got to give it a bit of a stir. This is really a really easy recipe. We're actually almost done. What I buy is this large bag of pecans, because if you add it all up, this is 4 cups, and I think this bag was about $8, and some of the smaller bags that are maybe a cup are about $6, so keep an eye open for planters. Okay, so we've got this all mixed up, see that? Alright, what we're going to go ahead and lay out our pie crust. Sometimes these tear a little bit. If they do, just pinch them back together and they'll be fine. See, they're a little bit hard hard to separate sometimes. There we go. And just do your best. If it rips a little bit, no worries. And this one, these come with a little bit of flour on them, so that way they just naturally won't stick to itself. So just push that down in there. Get your fingers right in there in the corners, just to make sure it's even. And when you get to the edges, just kind of roll it back up, so it goes right around like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to show you is how to make a pretty pie crust edging. All you need is a fork. Just take your fork and just put some nice little edges in there. And see, now you just have that nice little edging. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to add, you can check the recipe real quick, that way I don't give you the wrong instructions. Just going to add our pecans, and then we just pour in. So we'll stir up our mixture a little bit more, just because it might have separated just a little bit. And then we're gonna, it says tear here, I didn't see that. Okay, so we're gonna get, I think it says a cup or 2 cups. A cup and a half. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab my half cup for this again. I'm gonna rinse it out real good because I had that corn syrup in here. But it doesn't really matter if you get a little bit of extra corn syrup. Also, it doesn't matter if you got a little bit of extra pecans, so I'm just going to do it right over the bowl like that. There's one. Alright, so now you just want to carefully blend this. Make sure all the pecans are coated nicely. See how that looks? There we go. Go ahead and dump it in your pie crust. Like I said, I have my oven preheated to 325 degrees. Make sure all the pecans are just on there nicely. Also, as you can see, this is really liquidy, so you want to be really careful and usually just grab it from the bottom and it should be fine. So we're going to go ahead and pop this in the oven. Now you need to keep it in the oven for an hour, but then you need to let it cool for 2 hours. So I'm going to pop this in the oven and I'll come back to you when I pull it out so we can see how it's doing.